Definition of the minority is the communities which are the notified by central government under the National Minority Act. There is the various types of the minorities based on the various parameters, which is further divided into the legal, social, functional, political, and demographic. In the legal or constitutional, which are the notified by the central government, further divided into religious and linguistic. Religious minorities are the group of religious which constitutes the less number of the peoples as compared to the dominant or the major religious of the country, the state. Linguistic minorities means the Gujarati speaking peoples in the state of the Maharashtra and in the Marathi speaking peoples in the state of the Gujarat are the comes under the linguistic minority. LGBTQ is the sexual minorities, cultural and ethnic, tribal peoples, Parsi and Jew belongs to this category. Occupational certain groups like a fisherman, artisan workers belongs to occupational minorities. Disabled persons means the handicap, mental disorders persons belongs to this group of minorities. Migrants and refugees means people migrated, refugees from the other countries belongs to this minority group. Political and economical underrepresented peoples from the scheduled caste and tribes belong to these categories, which usually politically underrepresented. Local versus national majority and minorities, in which certain communities are the national majority, but at the state level, that communities are the at the level of minorities. Here you see the census data 1991, 2001, and 2011. Here the population of the Hindu is rise from 68 crore to 82 crore to 96 crore in 2011. Muslim population rise from 10 crore to 13 crore in 2001 and 17 crore in 2011. Here the main thing is that the Hindu population rise in crores, but in terms of relative, in percentage, it slightly gets deeper or decline, while Muslim population is rise in terms of absolute and relative number. Other minority groups, Christian, Sikh, Buddhist, and Jain, rise in terms of absolute numbers in crores, but it declines in terms of percentage in relative. Here you see the list of the states where the certain majority becomes the minority and certain minority religions in the past become the majority as of today. Here you see the classical examples of the four states, Jammu and Kashmir, where the once a Hindu population is the 20 to 30%. Nowadays, it comes under the minorities, and majority is the Muslim populations, Nagaland, Mizoram, and Meghalaya, states where the once a Hindu population is in the majority groups. Now it is taken over by the Christianity that occurs due to the various Christian missionaries and other factors during the 1950s. and 60 in the northeastern state. Based on this, it signifies that minority means not only low in number, and majority means not in high in number. Central government will also take in consideration of various other factors like political representation, economical and occupational, and various other factors should consider to include certain communities and religious groups into the minority.